How's it going, guys? Paul Estrada here with Outlier CrossFit. I'm doing a little tutorial or kind of hints and tips today. The CrossFit Open is right around the corner, and so today we're going to be talking about a movement that is typically always involved in the Open and is pretty simple, but typically gives people a good amount of trouble. So today we're going to be going over toes to bar. Not necessarily for getting your kip a lot better or really dialing in like the top end of it, but helping the people that are still struggling to get their first legit toes to bars and some of the weak spots that typically hinder people from getting those first couple of toes to bar and understanding the very basics of the movement. One of the things that people typically have trouble understanding about the toes to bar is the connection of both the arm and the lat strength that's involved and needed in order to get good toes to bar. Everyone understands typically they need to swing the legs up and contract the abs to get the toes to touch the pull-up bar, but a lot of people really miss the connection of the bar hanging in the hands and having to really pull down on the lats to pull your hips up to the bar, and that connection of the upper body muscles having to work in unison with the lower body. So we're gonna go over a couple of stretches, a couple of drills that we do here and scalings that will help people kind of build up to better and the first series of toes to bar. So the first drill we're going to do is going to be a drill that I like to use. It has a lot of different names that you can look up. Here we just call them kind of the squat rack raises or the squat rack touches. This is where you're going to be on the ground using one of the uprights of the pull-up rig to pull the legs up and then having to engage the lats and pull the torso up a handful of inches or a foot or so to get your feet to touch the squat pin or the squat rack J-hook that's in the upright. And you're only able to reach that J-hook if you make sure to use the pull and the contraction of the lat. Now the second drill that we're going to do, which is a really great strength building movement that helps you kind of especially feel the combination of the upper body and the lower body having to synchronize and work in unison, is going to be kind of a mountain climber of sorts, where the feet stay together and we're using a band going across pull-up uprights as resistance across the angles and having to fight against the band to pull our feet up to our hands. So let's go ahead and take a look at what that looks like. The next drill that we're going to use is just a very basic inchworm, focusing on keeping the arms shoulder width apart and long, and then keeping the feet together and close, just like if we're doing a nice hollow body position or arch, and then keeping the knees straight, so that way we're focusing on using again the lats and the abs to pull the feet forward as we're doing the inchworm, but then also feeling and getting an active stretch into the hamstrings and the lower back, which are two key body parts to loosen up if you want to be able to do toes to bar a lot with more ease. So hopefully you've enjoyed some of those drills, and hopefully you'll implement them in some of your warm-ups, cool-downs. They're really easy movements that you can do really every day that with and done on a regular basis will help you kind of prep your body, but then also really build the strength in some of those key areas that you need to strengthen in order to build that foundation for your toes to bar. Strengthening the lats, the connection of the lats to the abs, and both the active drills of the inchworms to help strengthen and loosen up the hamstrings and the lower back to get you ready and prepped for those movements come the Open. See you again next time.